This case represents complete betrayal by two adults who were a complete betrayal of trust by two adults who were responsible for protecting this victim and every other child in their custody. Our victim is a 10-year-old autistic boy with little to no verbal communications ability. On November 14th of last year, we received a telephone call from the Department of Children and Families hotline informing us that a witness observed a bus aide striking a child. Our detectives immediately took actions, went and obtained a subpoena, went to the school district, and were able to retrieve 30 days of video footage of activity on that school bus. Unfortunately, the system only captures 30 days. I'm confident that this abuse carried on well before the 30 days that we were able to capture. But during those 30 days, our bus aide, our suspect, struck this victim on at least 14 different occasions. At one time, you'll see during this video, struck our victim 14 different times. The bus aide is where she belongs, in jail. She's bonded out. The school district has suspended her with pay. She's been employed with the school district since 2013. Our bus driver also participated, and you can see in the video, mocking the child, exploiting and ridiculing his disability, and only fueled his fear after listening to him scream in pain by threatening him with further violence. At no point during any of these 14 incidences did she ever attempt to intervene or stop. Both of these females, both of our suspects, crossed the line of every ounce of human decency. They both have been placed under arrest. The bus aide was charged with 14 counts of child abuse, and the bus driver was also placed under arrest for failing to report child abuse. The bus driver is Tanya Rice Constant, age 62. She had been employed with the school district since 1997. At the beginning of this investigation, she retired from the school district. This child had no voice and was unable to take any action. And in this case, we became his voice and we took the appropriate action. What questions can I attempt to answer at this point?
Sure. This boy said has some special needs to, sounds like a pretty severe extent. If you can explain and kind of contextualize this video, where do you draw the line between discipline and abuse?
It's simple. The school district has a clear policy. They can use restraint to help restrain and calm down a disruptive child, someone who has special needs. You can see this is well above the line. You can see and witness the fear. I can feel the fear by watching the video. You can see her continue to strike him. This bus aide terrorized this child, not just in this video, the one incident that we captured that we're showing today, but throughout all 14 incidences.
And Sheriff, did the parents at all report any of this, kind of obviously maybe some visible signs, suspect anything at all during the
They didn't during that time. Teachers at his school thought something was odd. They saw some bruising under his eye and in his ear. But more importantly, every day when it was time for the children to be released to go home and catch the school bus, they witnessed a complete change in his behavior. They reported it to the school district.
And one of the shots, it looks like the person's almost pulling on straps behind the kid. What's going on there?
Yeah, she was pulling on his restraint. He had a restraint system. She was pulling on his restraint. You can see her striking him. You can see her yelling at him, mocking him. You can see her pulling his hair. Again, this bus aide completely terrorized this child, and on multiple occasions. And the bus driver witnessed it, participated in the mocking and the ridiculing and threatening of future violence, and never once, having all these opportunities, intervened to stop this.
Sheriff, what if anything did the women say to the deputies?
I'm sorry?
What if anything did the women say to the deputies?
Yeah, great question. The bus driver said it was just jokeful, playful behavior between her and the bus aide and the child. The bus aide absolutely refused to answer any type of questions.
And the parent in this case?
The parents said that the child's doing better. They can witness a complete improvement in the child's behavior since he's no longer around these two individuals.
When they saw what was happening, did they say anything?
Yeah, they were mortified, like any of us as parents would be, mortified that knowing that their child, unlike a lot of our children, they're intelligent. They can verbalize what's happening, what happened to them, and this poor 10-year-old doesn't have that ability. So again, my heart goes out to he and his family.
I know they've been employed for a while. Was there any other history of issues with them?
Great question. Another good question. No, neither one of them have a criminal history. Neither one of them have an employment history where there were any other types of abuse reported to the school district or to DCF.
That said, is anybody going through any other videos, or are you eliciting any sort of concerns anybody might have who've had these two women as their
We absolutely are reviewing video. It's still an active case. Unfortunately, we're faced with the headwind that the video in school buses are only captured for 30 days.
Any indication that there were more children possibly impacted, or does it seem like they specifically targeted this one child?
Not that we're aware of. Again, that's part of this investigation still remaining active as detectives and supervisors combing through that video footage for that 30 days to make sure that there was no other victims.
I know you said that one of the aide, I believe, said this was, or either the driver or the aide said this was, playful behavior. You could hear the boy kind of wailing
Yeah.
in the background. I mean, how do you react to that when that's their response?
Yeah, it's complete rubbish. The bus driver saying that this was jokeful, playful behavior. You can see the terror that this child sustained, not just during this incident, but all the videos that we have. There's no such thing.
When dealing with kids with special needs, the bus driver, was this kid like on a regular bus, or do they have any special training they go through when dealing with special needs kids?
Yeah, this is a special bus with a specially trained bus aide on it that does receive additional training to know how to deal with children who have special needs, which makes this even worse that she knew better. She was properly trained on how to react to different various forms of behavior. And again, this goes against any grain of human decency.
Any other questions?
Since many of these kids may be nonverbal, since many of these kids may be nonverbal, is it possible that maybe there were other cases that just weren't somehow or another related to parents? And is this an opportunity for them to reflect on whether or not there were changes in the past in their children's behavior and to examine whether or not that might have been the case?
Absolutely, and that's why I felt it was important to have this press conference today, was to see if there's any other children. I mean, we're doing our part. We want parents to maybe pick up the phone and call, reach out to us if they believe that their child was abused, struck, mocked, ridiculed by one of these two women. We sure would love to find out.
Were there other kids on the bus while this is going on?
There are. Yeah, there was another special needs child who witnessed what was happening and was able to communicate.
Have you talked to that child's parents? Basically, has your kid said anything? I don't know if it's the same situation with limited, words, but.
Yeah, they have. Detectives have reached out to other parents and had additional communication with children and parents alike. Yeah, that's part of this case. Again, that's why this continues to remain active. I certainly hope and pray that there's no other victims. I don't know why they targeted this child to terrorize, but I'll only feel more comfortable and be able to put my head on the pillow at night knowing that we've exhausted every lead or every means to make sure that they didn't do this to any other child.
Sheriff, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great, safe weekend.